Nampak is Africa's largest packaging company with operations in South Africa, other African countries and Europe. It produces packaging products from metals, paper, plastics and glass. Nampak has a market cap of 17.8 billion rand, a price to earnings ratio of 14 and a dividend yield of 4.5%. So Nampak is the bigger player within the industry. Your thoughts on Nampak, Paul?
By far the largest, most well established. Going through quite a nice transition now. New CEO Andrew Marshall came in about, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. It's done quite a lot of work to decrease its footprint in Europe, to get rid of certain underperforming businesses and to expand its production activities in the rest of the continent of Africa. So it's experiencing quite a nice rebound at the moment.
Nampak is all about African expansion at this stage. Like Paul is saying, they've come out of Europe somewhat. Your thoughts on Nampak's operations on the African continent?
Well, they're the only packaging company with a specific African expansion strategy on the go. And that's picked up notably in the most recent results. I think operating profit as a percent of total was 15% from Africa. As far as I know, that's higher than some other companies with also a specific African strategy like Tiger Brands. So they're doing well in these places. They've been there for a while. They know, they are familiar with the difficult operating environment. And also, unlike a Tiger Brands, for example, if you're coming in with product into these very lucrative African markets, you've already got international players there. The competition there is quite fierce. Nobody really wants to go into the packaging side. That's the boring, the manufacturing side. So if you've got a nice product to sell, then there's competition. Tiger Brands, you've got Johnson & Johnson, etc. But if you're a packager with great expertise, you've pretty much got quite a good path set out for you as long as you can negotiate the African difficulties in those economies.
So like Daniel says, a pretty good path for Nampak, Paul, but they've been saying, well, most traders have been saying that the stock is a little undervalued. Your thoughts on the stock?
Look, it's one of those that the value investors were talking about for the last couple of years, because round about here they were going through a period of consolidation. There was a bid from Bidvest. I think Bidvest took a stake in them and accumulated an interest and was looking to buy out the company. That was rejected at around the 15 Rand a share level. So you can see up where it is now, 26, it's starting to get a little bit of traction. And I think is getting some appeal. And I think on balance, the stuff that Daniel is referring to is absolutely right. To go and to put hundreds of millions of rands into a production facility in Angola, for example, shows real foresight. But in every single economy, somebody has got to manufacture the cans for Coca-Cola. Somebody's got to produce the float of bottles for the beer producer, because you can't do without your beer. So, they've really gone places. And I think in countries like Angola and in Nigeria and so on, enormous consumer markets. And as Daniel says, not a great manufacturing base, a lot of dependence on imports. So there is opportunity if someone's got the courage and the capital to go there.
So pretty good footing on the African continent. Your thoughts, are you hot or not on Nampak?
At this stage, we are still hot on the stock. We've had it for quite a while. We took quite a big stake when it was spun out of Remgro at around 17 Rand. They got rid of their stake. And we've held it since then. Like I said, it's done well. They've continued to perform. And we think that there's still some juice in it now with the African story coming through.
He likes Nampak. Your thoughts on Nampak?
Yeah, that's another interesting point, that unbundling from the Remgro group. So that sort of put them on their own feet, increased the float. I mean, the turnover is about 17 or 18 million rands. No, about 10 million rands of turnover a day. So it's got the necessary traction. It's starting to trade a little bit more. I'm going to say not hot, because I'm not really that hot on the sector as such. But of the bunch, it's definitely the preferred one.